In the days of Jesus, the Passover, held annually, was the most important Jewish festival. It was instituted to commemorate the events of the Exodus that had occurred centuries earlier in times of Moses, as recounted in the Old Testament book of Exodus, Exodus 5 to 15. According to that account, the children of Israel had been enslaved in Egypt for 400 years, but God heard their cries and raised up for them a savior, Moses. Moses was sent to the Pharaoh and demanded, speaking for God, that he let my people go. But the Pharaoh had a hard heart and refused. In order to persuade him, God empowered Moses to send 10 horrible plagues against the Egyptians, the last of which was the most awful. Every firstborn Egyptian child and animal would be killed by the angel of death. The Israelites were given instructions to avoid having their own children slain. Each family was to sacrifice a lamb, take some of its blood, and spread it on the doorsteps and lintel of the house where they live, just like in the movies that you watch. Then when the angel of death arrived that night, he would see the blood on the door and pass over that Israelite house, moving on to houses without the blood to murder a firstborn child. As it so happened, and so it happened. Pharaoh was struck to the heart, and in anguish he led the Israelites, 600,000 men plus the women and children, leave his land. But after they set out, he had a change of heart, marshaled his army and chased after them. He tracked them down at the Red Sea, called the Sea of Reeds in Hebrew. But God performed yet another miracle, allowing Moses to part the waters of the sea, so the Israelites could cross on dry land. When the Egyptian armies followed in chase, God caused the waters to return and drown the whole lot of them. And so Israel was saved from its slavery in Egypt. God commanded Moses that from that time onwards the Israelites were to commemorate this great event by a special meal, the annual Passover celebration. In Jesus' day, Jews from around the world would come to Jerusalem to celebrate the event. Okay, on that day, before the celebratory meal was eaten, Jews would bring a lamb to the Jerusalem temple, or more likely they purchase one there and have it slaughtered by the priests. They would then take it home to prepare the meal. This happened on the day of preparation for the Passover. So I've just read you from page 23 to 24 of Bart Ehrman's Jesus Interrupted. So that explains the practice of the Jewish Passover and how it originated, and how that practice originated. Nevertheless, I will recommend you a book by Bart Ehrman, Jesus Interrupted, just to give you the content of this very, very strong book. Chapter 1, a historical assault on faith. Chapter 2, a world of contradictions. Chapter 3, a mess of variant views. Chapter 4, a very profound question: who wrote the Bible? Chapter 5, a liar, lunatic, or Lord, finding the historical Jesus. Chapter 6, how we got the Bible. And another profound question asked on chapter 7, who invented Christianity? This is a very, very strong chapter, which I will discuss in my next few videos. And chapter 8, is faith possible? This is New York Times bestseller by Professor Ehrman at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Anyway, that is how the Passover came to be, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.